Okay, Matt, before we let you go, and on a lighter note, I understand you recently went on a skiing adventure with some friends. Tell us about it.
I did. It was super fun. It's called the Peterson Prairie Cabin in southern Washington, north of Hood River, out near Trout Lake, Washington. Take a look.
It's so cool.
Our adventure to the Peterson Prairie Cabin begins on a cold winter morning at the Atkinson Snow Park, a hub for cross-country ski and snowmobile trails just west of Trout Lake, Washington. My friends Terry, Tiff, and Lily walked the 2.5 miles in winter boots. I opt for cross-country skis, which work great on the snow-packed Forest Service road. Home sweet home. Let's see what she looks like on the inside. Beautiful. All wood finishes, wood stove. It's already toasty in here. Even welcome Scrabble tiles. The early midwinter sunset means dinner and cocktail time come early. Spanish gin and tonic, key ingredient right here. Colored peppercorns. As I act as bartender, Terry cranks up the culinary creativity, cabin style.
Do a blue cheese wedge salad in the semi-dark.
Are those homemade croutons?
Yes.
Amazing.
Didn't grow the lettuce. Put blue cheese on top too.
Crumbled blue cheese.
And then we're ready.
Salad's ready. It's time to cook up the main dish.
Northwest cooking. Dungeness crab pasta.
By lantern.
We caught them on the way up.
We're eating well in this cabin. Bacon, garlic, panko, tomatoes, parmesan. Amazing. How is it?
No, it's not bad. Needs a little salt.
The Peterson Prairie Cabin itself has a salty history. It's named after the Peterson family who came west on the Oregon Trail in the 1800s. I talked with U.S. Forest Service archaeologist Brittany Saprari about the cabin's backstory.
In 1890, they decided that they wanted to homestead in Peterson Prairie. So they set out with their 8 children to build a little homestead.
This is the cabin the Petersons built. It's the first of 3 cabins to occupy this spot. It lasted into the early 1900s, but the Petersons didn't last that long.
They wintered there in 1890 with their cattle, and it was a pretty bad winter. So it was basically they spent the year there and they were done after that.
By 1907, the fledgling U.S. Forest Service took over the cabin and used it as a ranger station to monitor livestock grazing in the area. They paid the Petersons $100 for the cabin. In 1926, the Forest Service replaced the original homestead cabin with the one pictured here. It's the second cabin on Peterson Prairie. This one lasted almost 100 years. It stood by as the Civilian Conservation Corps set up camp in the nearby meadow during the Great Depression. Hundreds of workers from the Midwest doing trail, road, and utility line work lived in the forest. They even had an orphaned black bear as camp mascot. So this cabin looks like it's been here forever and is perfectly situated, but the original cabin burnt down in a fire in 2012, and they moved this one in from a different part of the forest. The third and current cabin was originally a tool house at another ranger station 27 miles to the west in Willard, Washington. But the Forest Service was selling off that property, and the new owners didn't want what was known as the Willard Tool House.
When the time came, it was kind of just like, oh, well, we could use it for a recreation rental. And then Peterson Prairie burnt down, and they were like, oh, perfect. We can move that tool house up to where Peterson Prairie was and still maintain it as a rec rental.
Now it's snowmobiles and cross-country skiers, not cattle, that use the meadows in the shadow of Mount Adams.